So I think at the moment I'm just trying to get better.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the opening game of the Ice Winter Rocket League season. I'm Morno, and tonight I'm joined on the mic by my co-caster, Ejam. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing great to be here with you. Brand new season. It has been a while. It's been a crazy year so far. But I'd say the players are really excited to get back into it. Hopefully we see a good few freshers coming through. And you know what? I'm really looking forward to seeing what these players can produce tonight.
And what a match to open the season with as well. NCI Panthers versus the Trinity Ducks. Is there anything in particular we have to be watching out for?
I mean, unknown, you'll see him play for NCI Panthers there. From the information that I've gathered, he is a grand champion, and I'm really looking forward to seeing just how well he plays. Of course, the Trinity Ducks as well, I don't have that much information on them, but we'll see as the game goes on. I'm just looking forward to this year's format, that it's all in one division. So there's going to be a big discrepancy between teams this year, but that really gives people an opportunity to learn from better players. And when we look back on this week, when we look back at this opening game, I hope to see by then we're going to see big improvements in these players, and I'd say they're really just looking forward to get out there.
Yeah, if there's anything we have to be watching out for as well during this season, it's a great underdog story, because with the amount of gold buff class that we've got and the gaps in our rankings, it's always going to be interesting to see how well it goes anyway. If you could be so kind as to take us through the lineups this evening.
I will. For the NCI Panthers, we have got Way Too Speedy, Beef, and Unknown. And then playing for the Trinity Ducks, we've got Aaron, Bunker is what, and Barzy. 6 players looking to make a name for themselves here. This is a 3v3 game. I believe it's the lowest amount of players per team out of all the games that we do have in ICE this year. So these guys, I'm sure they've been working well together. It's less people to communicate with, but of course this game is very fast paced. It's 5 minutes a game without any of the replays. So we'll just see how they hold it together, see if we get lots of goals in the first game, see players going for crazy plays, or just to see if they'll just try to take something a bit more, take it easy, just play what they're good at. But you know what? Only time to tell.
We can expect out of any Rocket League game as well is there tends to be a lot of back and forth, because when two teams are excellent on the defense, the game can stall out a little bit longer and the ball's going to be going back and forth and not a lot's going to be happening. But we can expect some edge of the seat stuff tonight anyway, with Trinity and NCI as well. Two big teams. So
2 big colleges, hopefully 2 big teams, 6 players looking to, this is the first game. Hopefully all of the other teams are watching as well. So this will be exciting. I'm hoping to see some big plays in this first game. But this is a game where mistakes mean everything. Let's compare this to a quick game of League of Legends, for example. It's a lot slower paced game. If your top laner dies, that could be, your team could just recover from it. It's not to rush. But in this scenario, what happens is if you make one mistake in front of the net, a goal goes in, and then the other team can just play defensive really easily. So the small mistakes that might not get punished in other games, this game, every mistake can be a major mistake if the other team knows how to capitalize on it.
Yeah, definitely. And nobody wants to be the first mistake, want to make the first mistake of the night of the match, and especially the season. But hopefully when it does happen, they can just get it out of their system and get on with the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so yeah, if just in case you heard that, we are starting the game in 30 seconds time. I'm sure these players are sick of hearing us already. They just want to get into it. All of those jitters, hopefully they can shake them off in this first game, but you don't want to play safe. You want to make a statement in this first game. And now, just as we're going to be loading into the game very quickly, any last words you want to say before this game kicks off?
Honestly, let's just have a good game. Let's just have a good match this evening. It's been a long, stressful year for a lot of people, and now that the season is really kicked on, we're able to have some good times. I'm going to have a good time casting, and I know you are as well. And we'll be getting into it anyway.
Right, here we go as the game kicks off. Will there be a fast kickoff or just normal pace? Standard so far, no fake kickoffs. Were you expecting anything there?
Not really. Sometimes someone might make a mistake on the start there, but really with these kind of teams, no one's going to be too sloppy right off the bat anyway, and the ball's been bounced off into the center of a bunker spot. Getting the ball up and Unknown, and that's going to be a quick goal. 1-0.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Lone just was, if he was a little low on boost there. He had a full time looking at him here now. He had 65 boost in the tank, but he was a little bit off his line there. And I think the flicker got, it was slow, but it got a lot of speed. And I suppose that's what counts in those scenarios.
1-0, the first goal of the season. Trinity Ducks 1, NCI Panthers 0. Here we are again. Shot by Speedy, but just back in off the crossbar, and Aaron's got the ball running out wide again, but Unknown's going to get to it, make sure it stays out of any immediate danger. But Bonkerspot keeping the ball in, that's nearly a shot on target, but the ball's just stalled above the air. Unknown doing well to wall right up to stop it, but under a lot of pressure here. That's another shot that's hit the crossbar, but Speedy quick to recover and get it out. But a good recovery by Bonkerspot to keep it into the NCI side. But see, again, this is what we see a lot of. There's a lot of back and forth. A big demo on Aaron by Unknown. The demos are a big part of the play that a lot of people tend to sleep on, because that can turn a 3v3 into a 2v3 and force people on the back foot again.
Absolutely, and I think something that's just as bad as a demo is a big bump. You know, recently in Rocket League, they changed it that you have to drive a little bit faster to demo them, but a big bump, you know, once players in particular will notice, a bump can be just as devastating as a demo, because when you're bumped, you can be bumped away on 0 boost, but a demo, at least you spawn back on your side with 33 boost. As the shot hits the crossbar, he went for the demo on the net, but Unknown now able to take it out now. Now it's a 1v1, he goes for the shot and he just hit it wide. Aaron here should be.
Close one as well. What a quick counter attack by NCI there, but unfortunate that the Trinity shot at the crossbar. We've seen a lot of shots come in the last minute or two that just fall short. And if this keeps up, it's going to be an interesting, high-scoring evening.
It will be, but I think something that both teams just need to be careful of at the moment, it is these double commits coming through. There has been a few so far, and you know, a lot of shots are hitting the crossbar, and if players aren't double committing on the offense, as the shot comes in, now, never mind, that was not a double commit. Beef ties up the game. See that, a player bump there, that could have taken out position, missing the ball. One just knocks it up on Beef as easy as he likes. Aaron unlucky not to get there. But you know, players, they just need to sort of keep their space just a little bit more, and then hopefully now just, these are just first game jitters, but these are a good set of players, and I'm sure they will recover from these little tiny issues that happen at the start of this game.
And we do love to see a close game. We do love to see some edge of the seat stuff. Honestly, I think this is what we've been seeing, but lots of back and forth, several shots that have just barely missed the mark. But if it continues like this, we're in for an interesting evening at the very least. Here we have on keeping the ball up into the middle. It's out towards Barzy. Oh, good dribble there by Barzy. Get out of the way. Back out to the middle, and Aaron, only one person, only Beef left behind the net, and that's going to hit wide. But a lot of the play tends to be around in the corners right now. A big double commit there by Trinity, but they seem to be getting away with it. But now they're on the back foot, and Barzy, Bonkerspot as well to come in and make a decent save. But now that the ball coming up the left side on the NCI Panthers. There we go. Beef again to. Oh, what a save by Speedy.
And another double commit on defense. They need to be careful. They're looking to get the ball out there, but again, I can't express it enough. I'm sure people have experienced this themselves. Double commits at this level of gameplay are dangerous, because if you give any of these players an open net, I'm sure they can capitalize.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the simple stuff that you need to get right. It doesn't matter if you can dribble the ball to 3 players and score. If you leave that net open, you're gonna be on the back foot more so than not. But here we are again with Beef keeping the ball to the center, and Unknown, Bonkerspot and Aaron both behind the ball. But a double commit there again. The ball comes into the middle, and Barzy's able to easily get it out. Then Beef keeps it up on the outside. Now we're back on the Trinity Ducks side again. I can't really say that any team has been on the back foot more than the other. It's been some really back and forth stuff.
I agree with you completely there. You know, as far as game ones go, this is what you want to see. You don't want to see one team run away. This is what we enjoy, these close games. The shots coming through, but that's good communication and defense. They avoided the double commit there. That's more of what you want to see. And I think something now that these players are going to realise is they're very evenly matched up. How can they find these little advantages? You were talking about demos, that could be one way to go. Another is boost management, try to starve them as much as you can. You know, you might think this game is just all microplays, just how well you can control the ball, but controlling the pitch is just as important. And the shot now comes through, unknown, with a great save, and it's 10 seconds left in this game. I think this could be going to overtime.
Yeah, it looks like it at the minute, but unknown with a full tank of that boost there, unable to do anything with it. And Barzy taking a shot on target, and is saved by Beef just at the end, and put this into overtime.
See Aaron just going for the demo there. That would have been very nice if he got the demo to come through. It would have been one of those small plays. And now this is it. It's overtime in game 1. The demo comes through. It's an open net, and so unlucky by Bonkers but to miss that. And you have to feel right now that NCI, they dodged the bullet with that one.
Absolutely, Trinity had that one, and it was unfortunately just unfortunate having to scuff it just at the end of it. It was so close. What a demo as well. What build-up play to give them an open net, and how unfortunate was it for them to just mess that one up. And we're going to be continuing on now with the ball, but Aaron keeping the ball out in the 50-50. Barzy pushing the ball back down towards the NCI Panther side. Oh, big demo, and what a save as well that was from Unknown to stop the dribble. The ball hits the front, and Unknown keeping it back out.
Now Unknown here has a chance by himself. He gets it into the corner, gets the touch that's off the backboard, just unlucky. But as you can see now, of course, you can see these players going for those aggressive demos. It's what you want. They're probably communicating, they're probably shaking. A shot comes through. Unknown again with an absolutely great save. He's picked himself up 2 so far, and right now, these players are probably getting a little nervous. The longer it goes into overtime, you start thinking, don't make the mistake, but then Bonkers bot, top right hand corner, the clear just wasn't there. You can see there, Unknown backwards, unlucky not to get it, delivers it right to him. And honestly, even if there was someone on the line, I don't think you could have stopped that. And that is game 1 to Trinity.
Directly into the top corner that one was. First game of the night is going to go to Trinity Ducks, but that was a very, very close game that was.
It was, and if you look at the shots as well, 8 shots for Trinity, only 7 shots to NCI. A lot of saves coming through for both teams. Even looking at the scores here in front of me, no players really stood out. I think everyone really did their bit for the team there. It started off with a great flick by Beef, and then Trinity able to find the composure to come back into the game and to win it 2-1. And that was just, honestly, that's the standard that we were hoping for. These players definitely now, they know, they have a bit of a feel for the other team. I'm not sure if scrims happen too much, but honestly now, I really hope we see more of this in the next game.
Yeah, definitely, and that's if this is what it is. They've been eyeing each other up, and NCI, they didn't panic, they kept their cool and their composure, and they got back to it as well.
And honestly now, the next game in 3 seconds, and we are going to be loading in now in just a second. This is it now. The FH Stadium. Stadiums don't really matter in this game at all. Maybe some players feel comfortable playing in other places. I know a lot of people wouldn't like Salty Shores, for instance, because of the brightness. I know that's an issue with pro play, but here we are, back again.
As long as it's not wasteland. As long as it's not wasteland, we'll be fine.
And for those of you who are new to IC, perhaps it is just the standard flat maps that we play in. We don't play on any of, like, I think it's called Tokyo Underpass, one that would have sides slightly tilted, or Wasteland, where it's completely curved, the whole pitch, or even double zones, anything like that. It will just be all of these matches. It's standard best of 5 games at this stage of the tournament. And right now the shot coming through straight away, and it looks like Trinity are looking to finish off where they ended the last game, or start where they finished off the last game.
What a save that was by Beef there. It was a really tight one as well. What a dribble it was in midair as well. But now the ball's going back and forth a little bit. Ooh, that was close for the NCI Panthers. Kind of getting caught out there a little bit, only having 2 people back. Now another ball back to the guy side. Whoa, that was nearly a shot on target as well from that clearance. Barzy nearly getting caught out. Unknown keeping it in the Trinity Duck side. Oh, what a shot! It was so unlucky for it to hit the post there. That's a dedication you want to see, but shot's going to hit the backboard, but Conker's going to keep it out. And then Aaron's going to keep the counter attack going. Speedy doing well to keep it off of the center, and what a demo by Beef as well. trying to shut the attack here and give themselves the defensive advantage. And then Barzi keeping the ball in, unknown with the block as well to stop it from going anywhere. They really are shut down here, Trinity. They really have nowhere to go. But Aaron coming in, nearly dinking it back in. Speedy with what a save that was. He flew up and nearly managed to chip the keeper. He would not be that here.
This is really tense. But now, maybe. Oh, what a save! What a stop! The way he killed the ball there, just to make sure that I gave the other player absolutely no angle whatsoever to get the shot. You know, small things like that, which just shows the level of mechanics that the players here possess.
Oh, and another save there by Bunker's ball. This is some end-to-end stuff. Edge of the seat, blink and you'll miss it. I don't want to be the one. I don't want to be the one to blink and miss it, because any second now, one of these attacks are going to have to work. But the defensive play has been unreal this game so far. It's been edge of the seat stuff, back and forth constantly. And Aaron and Bunker's ball with the double commit there, but it seems to be all right in the middle of the pitch. But Barzi running out left here, out right even, to get the ball into the middle. No one's there to pick it up. Aaron to clear it back in the middle. Aaron was back there by himself, flying up to try and make a clearance there. It was a very confident play, especially when there was nobody behind him. But Barzi's going to keep it over into the NCI's side. Demo on Sleepy by Barzi. Can they collaborate on this? And oh, a save by Beef. That is that would have been the difference. The big demo on Sleepy. He just wasn't there back to help. And what a save that was by Beef.
I just don't know who's going to win this one. I mean, we haven't, normally in previous games, I have passed it in this game, there's been goals below or high scoring games where either both teams are scoring lows or one team's in the way with it, but this is just, it's not just a defensive masterclass. They're making those passes, they're making those double taps, they're going for aerial plays, they're trying out things, they're experimenting a bit, they're going for demos, but now finally the clear didn't come through. You can call this after curse if you want, just as I'm praising the defense. A bit unlucky, well placed shot off the wall, and just the two defenders, one to the left, one to the right, put right in the middle, and Bonker's spot. That was a superb finish.
That was a quick ball in as well. The two defenders were kind of just out of place. They didn't really do anything wrong there, but what can you do? And there's a quick off the post, nearly answering very quickly. But now they're back on the back foot again here, Trinity Ducks. But Bonker's ball keeping the play down, keeping the ball on the ground. Unknown putting the ball into the center, but a double commit there from Aaron and Barzi, nearly spelling disaster. Could it be that the nerves have been struck here for Trinity?
Perhaps, yeah. But Trinity, again, they are the team that are winning, so I suppose perhaps, you know, just keep that 1-0 lead. You're NCI right now, the Orange Team, you just need to feel like they nearly scored 2 on us from one after another. What can we do? How do we right now in the next 45 seconds get the ball forward? There's one thing I have been noticing that I think might just need to change is Beef. You know, he's playing very solidly in the fence at the moment, but I think he just needs to come up a bit, you know, maybe throw 3 players towards one final attack. It doesn't matter if you lose, you know, concede with 3 seconds left, you're probably going to lose the game anyway if the ball was travelling towards your half. So you just right now, you need to think of something. There's 20 seconds left and the ball's in your half. What can you do to try turn this game back around?
That's it. That's exactly what it is. Again, no team has played poorly at all here. And here's the shot in on the post, and Aaron carries up, and it's 2-0 to Trinity.
That was
Philip was
great.
saying that this was going to get close. 8 seconds left, 2 goals to go. I don't think there's really going to be a lot that the NCI can do here, but this has been a great game. No one's really particularly played poorly. A big demo by Bonkers at the end, and there's 5 seconds left, and unless they're going to keep the ball in the air, I think it's over here. That's game 2.
It's over anyway, yeah. Nothing you can do when you're 1 second left and 2 goals down, but now all of a sudden, one team is up 2-0 in the series. And that, you know, you don't want to get trioed, you know, you want to try, you know, they're playing well, they are playing well at NCI. They just need to maybe find that little finishing touch. Bonkers, but though, what a game back I just had, I have to say.
Yeah, 2 saves, playing extraordinary on the defense, but as well being one of the goals that made the difference. See, even though he's playing rock solid in the defense. The shots are coming in. 3 shots, but only one of them going in. But 4 shots from Aaron. And finally knocking on the door, and they got another goal at the end of it. And 2-0 in the series really doesn't tell you the full story of this game, because it has been close. It has been very tight.
It's been extremely close. You know, it's what you want to see, this high level of gameplay. You know, if you're other teams right now, you might be thinking, you know, they're looking good. They are looking good. And that's what you want to see, you know. A lot of these players could have been in the scene around, you know, they've been playing 5 years. You know, you can tell by their titles, but that's what you want, you know. You want these experienced players coming in, seeing what they can do in a tournament setting. And as we could potentially be in the final game of the day, of this series, I should say, not today, we have plenty of games coming up for you today, folks. But of this series, you know, unless NCI, they have to pull ahead, otherwise they could just be looking at a 3-0 in their first game of the week.
Yeah, that's not really what you want, but I suppose that is a double-edged sword that, you know, they're on the back foot this early on. There's still so much time left in the season that even if poor game, or not poor game's too harsh, they're having an amazing game, but even if they do take a loss today, it's so early on.
It is early on, but now this is what they were looking for. Unknown flying straight up, he gets the angle and just hits it in. What a pass over by Beefy, straight up, just driving forward, makes the ball go backwards. There's nothing the defender could do there, and that's just an excellent play shot. That's momentum you want 15 seconds into the third game. That would not do it.
Exactly, and NCI, they must have had a quick talk during the loading screen there, because the offense has been brutal so much. It was like from the moment it started, Trinity have just been on the back foot here, and their NCI are knocking on the door. And if you have those shots and the efforts, the goal and that's another one.
No. Have a look at the 3 defenders here. They're crashing into each other, and now look, no one can get back. Just a bit of sloppiness there. And now, you know, backs against the wall, NCI, where they're 2-0 up in 30 seconds. What a turnaround this has been in Game 3.
From such a close game to, if this continues, NCI will potentially be running away with this game. And do you think that, let's say it continues this way, do you think that there's a potential that NCI can win another?
Oh, a reverse sweep is certainly from a neutral games. That would have the 5th game, both sets of players completely nervous, I have to say. No one likes a game 5, especially when one team has this much momentum as the shot doesn't get through. But now Trinity now, you know, we've seen what they did in the first 2 games. They just need to find a bit of that magic. Just try to shut NCI down before they really start to believe that this series could be theirs.
Yeah, that must have been the quickest amount of time that goals were scored this series so far, because it was always, you know, 1 goal and it would stay 1-0 for a little while, and then there'd be another one. And the first game it went into overtime, and now 2 goals in 30 seconds, and Unknown just missing the perfect opportunity to make it 3-0. And now Barzi's looking to capitalize that, and Aaron's pushing it in, and it's been 2 goals. What a goal by Barzi!
I'm not sure he really meant to score that one, but that is a calculated in the chat. Look at it.
I think that was not going to go in had it not caught Barzi there. I think Aaron made it calculated, because the ball bounced over the defender and it only bounced after it came off Barzi.
You know what, we take those, that's what they'll be saying, we take those, and we all know a 2-goal lead can be very scary, because once the other team gets 1 goal back, the momentum's with them all of a sudden, and they only need another goal, and then you're like, oh no, we threw a 2-goal lead. So I think it's very important that NCI keep playing aggressive, look for these passes. That was just a little too far, but my god, what a series this has been so far.
Start off the winter season as well, and now Beef on the defensive, but the ball's come out to Barzi, and that was close. Good block there by Beef to keep the ball up. Aaron's on the attack, and now Trinity have been ruthless. They've been trying to use the momentum that they have in order to try and get another goal and make things all square, but NCI aren't going to give it to them. It's been real back and forth. It's been a brawl, and that is what you love to see.
Who doesn't love a brawl? The shot just going wide there. I'm not sure that was a clear trying to take it straight back in the middle, but you know, you can see all these Trinity players now, they're sort of, one's always sitting behind the net, you know. one goal lead, just wait for the opportunity, and you can just see the defender there, unknown, sitting on his net. He does not want to let Trinity have a chance on goal. They want to play safe, you know, that's the way they were playing in the first two games, and it wasn't really working for them because they were behind. But now that they have a lead, you know, maybe having that defender can help them out to try to close this game out with a minute 45 left.
Oh yeah, that is exactly what they want as well. And now now that NCI are in their own half a lot more now, all of a sudden, because they're under, they feel the heat that Trinity Ducks are cooking up, but they're not going down easy. And now they're trying to get on a counter attack here, but the ball's going on, and the only person on that side of the pitch was Barzy for it, trying to get his boost back. And Bonker spot the shot coming in that's potentially on target, and another shot, lucky for Barzy to hit it off the post and then the backboard. A good clearance there from Speedy. I don't think he used any of his boost for that. I wasn't sure if he had any. The bunker spot in again into the middle, but no one really there for him. And that's what you got to make those passes in, even whether somebody's there or not, because sometimes you never know who's gonna you need that backup, really.
You do. You always need that third man behind you. But you know what? Something that Trinity have been very good is utilizing the backboard. They're good at hitting these double taps now. And you know, for those who just might start, now Rocket League 3 game, they might be playing just a few hours, they could be new, they might not know advanced mechanics yet in the game. Just hitting it off the backboard, what that allows you to do is it brings the defender off the line potentially to try clear that ball, and then if they miss, the goal is open and you just need to try hit it downwards. So if you're ever wondering why your player might just be hovering above the crossbar, it's to make sure that they can get that clear off the backboard. As you see it coming down off the backboard now, no one was there to capitalise. But these backboard plays, if you think they're just hitting it over the crossbar and missing, I can tell you they're not. They're looking for double taps, they're looking for plays. Aaron not yet able to find it, Barzy misses as well, and this could be game 3 in what I mean, an extremely close series. But NCI Panthers, one last gasp of defence, he hits it up. Can anyone from Trinity capitalise? No, and hit went down. And the NCI Panthers, they're holding on. They still have a long way to go. They still need to have 2 more wins. That was a great game, wasn't it?
It was, and I don't know if you caught that there, but there were 3 saves in the last 13 seconds of that game. They were under the pressure that Trinity was cooking up. Trinity refused to lay down for this one. But NCI were just so calculated and so calm on the defense. And they've managed to hold that with that 2-0 lead to those the 2-0 lead for the longest time. But do you think that goal was calculated by Aaron and Barzy?
I don't know. I hope that somebody potentially clipped it in the chat, because I'd love to have another look at this after this series. He was hit, and it's just the way he landed was just so unorthodox. It's just the perfect timing to get that goal. But you know what? Maybe he just stole it from Aaron. Who knows? But
Yeah,
anyways, regardless, a goal's a goal.
Goal is important, whether it's beautiful or not. But I don't think that would have gone in had it not come off of Barzy, because the little chip it gave went over the defender.
It's definitely an interesting one, but
it's one we'll be thinking about for a while anyway. But now we have to look forward for the next game in the series, because this has been a really close one now. 2-1 to Trinity. What do you have to do as Trinity in order to close this one out? And I guess that's what you have to do.
He's got a tip off that always works.
Aaron with a unknown, unfortunately just missing the ball at the beginning of the tip. That's a mistake you don't want to make. That's 2 seconds in and 1-0 to Trinity Ducks. The ball sends up and Bunker Spot comes in again, and what a clearance by unknown. And NCI are under some serious pressure that they did not need to be under this early on.
I think NCI right now, they might just be feeling just a tad bit unorganised in the defence. They have played well, they've showed what they can do, but I just feel like what's happening is the goals so far in this series, there hasn't really been anything special, although that was close to being special. And now a quick shot, and BT's struggling, and
no!
and it was shots. Whew.
It was so close from Speedy as well to hit the crossbar. He bounced it down off the ground, but nobody was ready to turn around and get on the defense. Beef getting a touch on it there, but that's Aaron's second goal in under a minute.
I mean, the exact same thing happened to NCI Panthers last time. They got those 2 goals in 30 seconds. We'll see now, NCI Panthers, this is a good response now from Trinity, I have to say. Shut down the momentum straight away. Don't let them believe that they can have that reverse sweep. And now it's up to NCI Panthers. They have an open net.
And that's
too high?
coming in, and it's hit the crossbar. Speedy gets it on the end, and that's the goal he wanted to score last time. He sticks around, you keep getting into those positions, and you're bound to score eventually. And they haven't let the heads drop. A 2-goal lead is indeed a dangerous one, and now it's 2, Trinity Ducks 2, NCI Panthers 1. You think they're still in this?
Oh, they are still in this, and I wasn't sure if they were defending there to clear that. Oh god, all of a sudden the momentum, 2 quick shots. But these long range shots seem to be punishing NCI. I'm not sure they ghost in the stream listening to what I have to say. But no one's sitting in net anymore. They are throwing everything they have at this game, and you love to see it, don't you?
Throwing 3 people forward for those kind of attacking play. Because in the NCI's position right now, they're not going to win by putting 3 people back and trying to defend. But they need to know when they're beat on the attack so they can come back and reset and reforge the defense. Because when you don't, you got goals like the ones you've conceded this game, and oh no, what a... Oh, I noticed he was there as well. The angle I had the camera on. What a save by Sleepy. Aaron keeps
my head glued to the screen right now, but oh my god, here we go. Can he get this down at the right height? He can't. And another long range shot. Normally someone would be back to clear that, but NCI, they're approaching this game differently. Maybe it didn't work at the start. I suppose one was a tip off goal. But the second one, Aaron definitely hitting from his own box into the net. NCI, I like to see them pushing forward. They just need to maybe just, edge of the box type positioning, not too far forward, definitely not halfway line, because if the ball goes over you, that's it, it's in the goal. You might not get back to it in time. But this game now, it's actually slowed down in pace a bit. Hopefully I'm going to be wrong here and the ball will go flying in, but both teams now, there's still a lot of time in this game, a lot of time for NCI to come back, and I hope they do. For a neutral perspective, we get in the game 5, and there we have it. I'm not sure what it is with me and just predicting things in time, but the double commit again, and Beef 2-2, just over halfway into the game, and you love to see it.
It has been a big change from the first 2 games. Goals were scarce, but now this is a 4-goal competition at the minute now. And Aaron with those snipes, with the long-range shots that have all been on target is unreal. But then way too Speedy and Beef have just been hammering in on the defense. They've been in the right position every time, and they've gotten 2 really good goals from it. And now it looks like NCI Panthers are back on the back foot again, but Beef clearing it out. They've that hit unknown there, but now they're on the counter attack. There's only one person back, and what a block that was. Then Barzy trying to get on a quick counter attack, but Beef and Unknown doing much better than they were earlier to get back and reforge.
Oh no, that was an unlucky touch, but Speedy able to clear it. And as a caster, we're obviously neutrals, and we always want game 5 series, just for you watching as well. It's a lot of entertainment, especially when the quality is this high. Speedy has a shot, double commit save, but a save is a save, I suppose, at the end of the day. NCI unable to capitalize, hits it in the middle again. Aaron now, another long range shot. Oh, there you go. They stayed further back. Oof, great block.
Exactly where he needed to be, and just let gravity do its job to make a second block there as well. But Unknown on the attack, and Aaron quickly shutting it down as well. And it's hard to say who's been on the back foot and who's been on the front foot now exactly, because we're back exactly to the way that we were in the first 2 games, because we're neck in neck, edge of the seat, 2-2 with less than a minute left to go. And a big demo, what a save by Speedy in order to keep it alive, and now he's on the counter attack, but Aaron's there to shut it down quite quickly.
This is getting very tense. Oh, unable to find the double touch, but now Aaron off the backboard. This is what I was talking about. Brings up a double commit. It's open, but the shot not fast enough. And honestly, right now, you know, where do both teams stand? Trinity, they lose this game, there's a game 5. NCI, they lose, they're out. I say NCI maybe feeling the pressure now, another double commit coming through. Like, right now, it's just all about Trinity. They want to close it out, you know, because if NCI win this, they will be feeling very good being 2-0 down in the series, coming back to make it 2-2.
And trying to keep it up, I would have let it touch the there had I been in that situation. But we're going into overtime. And if NCI take this one, we're going into a 5th game of the series. And this is...
It's scripted. The scripts are coming through, written in the stars. And now the shot. Oh, what an angle that would have been from Speedy. And oh no, he ruins unknown's run. He has to hit this. He has to hit this. He does. But Barzy, great shot. Speedy unable to make it. And oh no. Oh, McCaster's curse. Oh, they've all been used up for the night. We wanted a game 5, of course, but well done to Trinity, closing out this series, and I have to say, that was great to watch. 3-1 in the end, but what did you think of that? That was a great game for him, a game, great series, wasn't it?
If the games continue like this, and they get better as the season goes on, we'll be in no position to complain, because what a match what a game that was. Back and forth, edge of the seat stuff. Well, what do you think the best bit was?
I think the best bit about this is we have got 4 games scheduled for you tonight, everyone. That is not it. This series may be over. Coming up, we will have UCD Leviathans against Queen's University Belfast. And I believe it is Maroon team playing in that. So hopefully it'll be a nice series. But for now, I believe we're just going to have a quick break and we will be back to you shortly to bring up the next game of the next series of the
next series.
There we go.
So go get your snacks and your cups of tea now while you have the chance, because you won't want to miss anything that we have coming up next.
the things I do to make you feel right, make you feel alright. And everything you wanna know, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Spreading false alarms, spreading false alarms. Do you feel right? Do you feel right? This is all I wanna know. Are you telling me that you'll be by my side when I wake up at night? Oh, and everything you wanna know, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I love the city lights when you never look so bright. Oh, this is all I wanna know. Tell me you feel alright. Tell me you feel alright. Show me your face, don't push me away. You wanna feel right, you wanna feel right. Show me your face, don't push me away. You wanna feel right. Are you telling me that you'll be by my side when I wake up at night? Oh, and everything you wanna know, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I love the city lights when you never look so bright. Oh, this is all I wanna know. Tell me you feel alright. Tell me you feel alright. You know you're so bright to me. You're the source of